and gentlemen, welcome in. Today, may have actually have a little bit of an echo. Test. Okay, cool. Welcome in, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a DMT tank style tank match between End Company and First CAV. So we got a few minutes before the match starts, so we're gonna go ahead and go over the match rules for DMT style tank battles. So scoring, the match winner will be determined by DMT total team score. DMT total team score is going to be equal to total combat score, total center point cap score plus first cap bonus and held mid at end bonus. Total combat score is going to be 3 times Crew 1 highest combat score, Crew 2 highest combat score, Crew 3 highest combat score, and Crew 4 highest combat score plus Commander's P-Strike combat score. Additionally, total center point cap score is going to be equal to half a point times center point cap in seconds. Because this is not an official ref match by DMT, there's going to be no bots. So it's going to be up to the teams to kind of gauge how long they've been holding center point cap. The game mode is going to be Warfare. You're going to be fighting over the midpoint only. Tank types are going to consist of medium and recon tanks only. Uses of the Sherman 75mm tank for smoke rounds is prohibited. No set number of each type. Teams may decide their own mix. Team size is going to be 1 commander and up to 5 tank crews. Tank crew rules. Must remain with the same tank until it is destroyed or stuck beyond recovery. May swap to a different tank type in the HQs only. May kill any enemy vehicles actively being used anywhere on the map. Killing enemy vehicles in HQs that are not actively being used is prohibited. May only be shuttled back to the tank by the commander in a jeep or truck. May drive through the 4th point capture area, however, fully capturing the 4th point is prohibited. You may switch to infantry at the start of the match to build nodes, however, placing mines is prohibited. Intentionally clipping a tank inside of an object that is not intended to be an accessible object is prohibited. You may apply tank skins. Tank commander rules. Must stay in the tank at all times and may play in any seat in the tank. Crewman rules. May play in any seat in the tank, may leave the tank to repair own tank or friendly tanks, must stay within 15 meters of own tank at all times, may use smoke grenades to provide cover immediately prior to starting repairs or while repairing only. Spotting while outside the tank is prohibited. Use of the technician class is prohibited. Building repair stations, ammo supplies, and barricades is prohibited. Commander rules. They must remain in HQs. May use the following abilities. Unlimited precision strikes per match. P-Strike in the enemy's HQ is prohibited. Spawn tanks, trucks, and jeeps. Use recon planes at any time and anywhere on the map. Use supply drops in HQs for nodes before a 1 hour and 15 minute on the game clock. Use encouraged. Use resource swap abilities. Use of any other commander abilities not listed above is prohibited. May drop pings anywhere on the map. May shuttle crews back to tanks in jeeps and trucks. I don't believe we're going to have size for these tanks, so we're going to just skip the reserve crewman rules. Match queue, hold lines. Fighting starts at 1 hour and 15 minute on the game clock. All tanks must hold in their first 2 grid squares until 1 hour and 15 minutes. Time before 1 hour and 15 minutes may be used to spawn the first wave of tanks, build nodes, and strategize. Restricted zone. Entering into the enemy's last 3 grid squares at any point during the match is prohibited. So, for example, utilizing the current map we are on, and for the record, we have End Company as the allies, and the End Company will be spawning on the eastern side of the map. The first CAV is going to be the Axis. They're going to be on the western side. So first CAV as the Axis is going to be restricted from entering into grid squares H, I, and J, or Hotel, India, and Jig. For the Allies and Company, they are restricted from going into grid quadrants A, B, and C, or Able, Baker, Charlie. Now, as you can see, we are in St. Mary Glees with the midpoint of the chapel area of St. Mary Glees proper. We've seen many tank engagements go on for this map, so it's going to be pretty exciting to see how this actually turns out. I was invited to come do this by Alfie of End Company, so we shall see how both groups decide to fight their tank battles. Judging by the map, we can see that the tankers are, looks like, first CAV is going to commit 2 to center point push, 1 to the flank to the north, and 1 flanking far south, which is a good approach for St. Miraglese. There's very long sight lines to the south area, perfect for picking off any tanks attempting to flank. End Company looks like they're going to be sending one on that northern flank, so we should see action between these two tanks. Up here, we have Stringfellow going against Hybrid Theory to the north, more than likely. And then it looks like End Company is going to send Sergeant Major Brooks' tank, for Second Lieutenant Smiles' tank, and Captain Crawler's tank straight for St. Miraglese to battle against Sergeant Jet and TFT Demon. There we go. The hold lines are dropped. The tanks are now officially pushing forward. We're going to maintain our view here on St. Miraglese until the tanks get closer and we can tell what engagement is going to be coming first. Recon plane is going in. I believe this could be first CAV's recon plane. We will see if this tank gets caught in it. If they don't, then it was End Company with the first recon plane. And since it wasn't, looks like that was End Company's recon plane. Two tanks were discovered. The two are going on mid-push. Looks like Grizzle Lord's tank's off to a little bit of a slow start on that bottom map line. Here comes End Company with their Shermans. Initial cap has begun. Actually looks like Hybrid Theory is adjusting and heading south. We should see some action between his tank and Sergeant Jet's tank. Sergeant Jet needs to push into the neutral zone in order to put some counter cap weight pressure on St. Miraglese if they want to keep contesting it. Otherwise, End Company is going to continue with the cap due to having two tanks in the 4 square vicinity over the one tank for first CAV. And it looks like they were inching forward, then they suddenly diverted. Oh, there we go. Hybrid Theory does indeed become the first engagement, and it looks like Hybrid Theory's gunner. Looks like he got one shot on body, but it looks like the other shot was on track. So first CAV draws first blood. However, there are no tanks in the vicinity of St. Miraglese. But actually, no, I take that back. There's one tank in the vicinity of St. Miraglese. Oh, it's a 2-man crew versus a 3-man crew, so cap weight is going back into favor of first CAV. So you're going to see this midpoint flip. We have one first CAV tank approaching on the south. They should actually be having view of one of the End Company tanks if they're not careful. They gotta be. Oh wait, this is the 2-man crew, so you have a 3-man crew. Oh, I believe they're spotted. Not 100% yet. engagement going on. Oh, they're not firing yet. Oh, they don't see them. What's going on over here? I believe they're clearing tank carcass is what this seems like. Actually, no. Demon takes a hit and pulls back. It looks like he took a hit from Captain over here. I am very shocked that this tank has... There they go. Honestly, I'm shocked they have not seen that End Company tank yet, which is going to be destroyed momentarily. I think. I don't know if this driver is just selling out at the moment, or is the fact that it's just lack of spotter. But when it comes to two-manning tank, guys, if you're going to be stationary a moment, you're just gonna turret strike. That tank is going to be able to might be able to pull back just in time. No, sir. End Company draws it level with 1 kill apiece so far. Hybrid Theory returns in a recon tank. So, for those newer tankers out there, if you are driving... Oh, we got a P-strike attempt going in. If you're two-manning a tank, the driver needs to be the spotter. Oh, is this going to go? Is he going to drive into it? Are you done? Oh, bingo! Oh, the hell let loose gods bless. No, here comes a counter P-strike. Maybe too late. Oh, it does not land. But it may provide enough cover for this. Oh, the gunner cells! Oh, both gunner cells! Oh, but the P-strike damage was not enough to save the PZ-4's tank crew. End Company takes first cap on St. Mary Glees, and first CAV loses another tank. They are currently down multiple tanks now. Only 1 tank is left standing. This tank does have a unique opportunity with recon tank and 1 tank being damaged. That they could level the score just a little bit, but of course we have the bird's eye view. They do not, so they don't know the status of what's going on out there. But either way, I mean, that recon tank would be a 1-tapper, and then I mean, you have to get a little lucky with the view. But either way, fortunate result for End Company with this start. First CAV tank is going to start creeping up. Our unofficial sponsor for today is HEB Lime Water. HEB sparkling water with lime is super refreshing. HEB, of course, is, you know, they're not paying for anything, but either way, I do enjoy these drinks. Alright, so there's a little bit of a cap contention going on. Oh, because that tank's just barely outside of the point. They move in a little bit, that's going to put the cap pressure back to in favor of End Company. So End Company right now, they're just gonna want to. Ooh, oh. First Cav does sneak a tank kill out from End Company. I thought they were engaging that recon tank out there, but that recon tank's gone farther north. Which, if that recon tank's not careful, got a 3-man tank crew coming in. By the decisions of tanks. I swear that the Hell Let Loose gods are not that kind to me. Unique strategy being employed by both sides to put recon tanks into use this early. Recon plan for looks like End Company is going in. It's going to catch all of their tanks out on the battlefield so far. Looks like about engagement down here. Engagement to Mexican standoff. Oh, that recon tank's not fast enough. He's gonna get picked up. Uh-oh. Exchange of blows. Who's going to go down? Looks like first Cav tank backs off. I heard another recon tank. Oh, there is a first Cav recon tank to the south. Now, I don't know if oh, that's a great hidey hole. Well, I was gonna say I don't know if first Cav is communicating a little bit. Oh, that first Cav tank's in trouble. Oh, he's actually taking shots from the north. That one ricochets, and that one is a kill. Now, I thought I saw a ricochet shot coming from this, first Cav tank to the north here. Oh, the ambush is on. Missed their opportunity. Do they see the other tank pushing them? They haven't yet. They haven't yet. Gunner is not turning. Spotter doesn't see him. Oh no! Oh no! No, opportunity is gonna be lost. Another kill for End Company. First Cav spotters letting them down just a little bit. Alright, cool. Audio sounds good. Just as a reminder for our viewers, we are on a 30-minute we're on a 15-minute delay, so this End Company tank's in a little bit of awkwardness. Oh, the tank is still moving out. End Company right now trying to utilize a flank. I'm not sure what happened to the recon tank up there, but how they managed to lose their TC. There we go. We have a flank attempt going on. Engagement between. Oh! First Cav wins that tank battle. This Puma's gonna have to be really careful. If I'm that commander, I'm probably freaking out right now. Oh, we may have a Puma trying to jump in and get us level a strike. One in. There goes engine. Yep, they're going to be able to do it in time. Kaboom. Recon tank secures a kill. Unfortunately for First Cav, their own recon tank cannot finish the job. Well, if that PZ4 is fast enough, they can pounce on the opportunity. They're not being aggressive enough. The opportunity is gone. My mic audio is over that should improve my mic quality just a little bit for you guys. So there's gonna be a chance, but I think the Puma carcass is gonna. Oh no, they're not. They're not taking the route I thought they were gonna take. Oh, it's definitely not the route I thought they were gonna take. Listen, this TFT tanker just cannot make up their mind right now. They're going south, they're going north, they're going east, they're going west. Now, something I might be curious about, could you actually, if they were to get parked up on this hedge, would they have a clear line of sight on that Sherman? I think if they were a Sherman, they would. I'm not 100% sure with the PZ4. I might actually go test that out myself. How did Hyper Theory die again as a TC? I wonder if he just keeps like crashing. Oh. Whoops. Fortunately, they do say any enemy vehicles being used actively anywhere on the map is fair play. First CAV gets 2 kills there. Makes me wonder if Sergeant Major Brooks to the south is going to maybe turn and try to address the threat of TFT Demon down here. This Greyhound's going to have to be careful. Now the only thing is you do got this one chilling here. I don't know if this is gonna be a oh, that plane's being picked up by somebody. Is this P-Strike territory? Ironically, I believe this tree might be protecting this Sherman from P-Strike. First CAV is gonna want to move with a little bit more purpose. They are actively capturing, but there is no telling when End Company is gonna put a few tanks back into action. So you gotta make the most of it because you want to take the time to get set up. I think first CAV is feeling pretty satisfied with securing the cap first. Oh, Graham may be in for a spat of trouble. Oh no! Oh, how do you lose that opportunity? this PZ4 wasn't already in that corner looking for him. That End Company tank needs a push. One of these two End Company tanks needs a push. They got the Michael Myers 1800 point turn. Oh no! Advantage lost for first CAV. As End Company reinforcements come in and take out one of the first CAV tanks. First CAV levels it back, taking out that pesky Sherman in that little hidey hole there. They're gonna have to be careful because, yep. Dun da da da. Engine, RIP. Oh, that's awkward. Turn your turret! Turn, hurry! Oh. What a sequence of events there. So that End Company tank has to be careful. And again, do they see him? Uh-oh. If they don't see him, I'll be very surprised. Is there a answer? Nope. End Company. In the end, it doesn't really matter. Unfortunate losses drawn up. Now stands one. Two-man crew standing alone. What's happening to these TCs? Must be crashing. Anyhow, End draws one back to them. You do have two more first CAV tanks coming back in as reinforcements, as End looks to be deploying a recon tank. And looks like to be they're possibly waiting on cooldown for another medium tank to be deployed. So this may be turning into a little bit of rough waters for End Company. Or if you're End Company, what you want to be doing right now is you don't want to rush. Stack your tanks, get your firepower amassed. Because the worst thing that you can do when a team controls midpoint is just piecemeal feed your tanks in one by one to the opposition. You don't know how many tanks are out there on the battlefield right now for your enemy, so you want to, until you get a fresh view, and I mean this is going to get one of oh, Peace Strike going in. Are they going to move? Do they know to move? Oh no, it's not coming in from the right direction. Oh, so unfortunate. That's why angling your Peace Strike is important, ladies and gentlemen. You want to make sure that If you're looking at your map and you're seeing these gray buildings, you do not want your planes to try and drop those bombs where the buildings can possibly intercept. You want a north to south and east to west. I mean, even a south to north is risky, but it's definitely better than trying to go from west to east. So lesson learned there. If both companies, whoever commanding, try to rewatch this VOD, is if you're commanding and you're doing your P strike, it's vital to make sure to watch your direction on those P strikes. However, I will caveat that sometimes the game says fuck you, and even though you tell it to go north to south, it comes in east to west anyways. But at the end of the day, if you at least do your part and angle it the correct direction and the game fucks you, then the game fucks you. We're coming up to the halfway point on this match, ladies and gentlemen. Corpse clearance. Unfortunately, to reveal their location to the other tank, End Company tank that's on the battlefield. Oh no! End Company draws one back into their favor. Those Greyhound's gonna be careful. Engine. There you go. I was gonna say, what are you waiting for? PZ4 is very fortunate that his teammate was there to bail him out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, that recon tank was more or less trapped. I don't think he could have taken... he could have maybe turned a little bit harder and might have been able to avoid death, but... he could have also gone south, too. Unfortunate decisions, but that's how the cookie crumbles some days. And Company was still with Captain Crawler to the south and Sergeant Major Brooks in the recon tank. I was gonna say this this first cap tank's got to be a little bit careful. If you have your back turned to where the enemy's coming from, then there's a chance they're gonna just incidentally come from behind you and put two into your backside. No, am curious how it's cap weight back into their favor. I was gonna say I don't know how End Company was actively capping when they're outside the points, but it is what it is. I try not to think too hard about this video game, and it stops making sense after a few years. Uh-oh. That's why you don't want to try and feed in too many of those recon tanks out to your opposition. I do think there is a potential meta out there for recon tanks in use of DMT, but I don't think there is right now a lot of... I'm trying to think of the right term. Proper use of recon tanks. So when it comes to DMT tank battles, something that you tend to see a lot happen, especially with maps that have a little bit more sight lines than St. Miraglees. It still is possible depending on what area of the map that you're fighting over, but something you just don't see too often is or you do see often, is tanks taking a hit, retreating, and hiding behind a hedge. Another thing is you oftentimes see when you have a recon plane go over, tanks reposition because it is instinctual for them to move because, you know, oftentimes when a recon plane goes overhead, what's coming to follow on a stationary tank is a precision strike attempt. So, what you want to be cognizant of... Uh-oh. Do they know? Something you want to be cognizant of is that recon... It's not against the rules to utilize the recon tank camera. And those are silent. You don't know if you've been pinged or not. So what you can end up doing is... So what you can end up doing... How did Hybrid Theory get killed out of his tank again? I don't understand what's going on. Is he just crashing? Is his tankers running him over? I guess it is the four square. It is the four squares to the south. Hey, that's why my brain was My brain was thinking it's these four squares that are cap weight for St. Miraglees. And End Company puts one back into their favor. They gotta be careful. There is first cav tanks to their north. Got the jump on that first company tank to their north. Disaster. Did they see him is the question. Do they know? Oh no, where's it? Where's the turret going? Oh no, no! Who's gonna see who first? What? God! Oh, first sees them first. Oh, there goes the engine. Here's the problem. You gotta turn that turret around ASAP because the other tank's to your east. Frickin' hurry. Oh no, then. Oh. Guys, pings and comms are important. Oh no. Oh. Oh, he takes a hit. Ground gets away though. No, he's just pincered. Call that the tire read sandwich. One second, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we back. What a sequence of events that was. Pen side, don't forget. You can pen side. You can pen side! Oh, disaster results for first CAV. End Company comes out a little bloodied, but they get the point back into their favor. Just as a reminder for the folks at home, since the latest hotfix, recon tanks can actually pen the sides of medium tanks now. If you don't believe me, go to your basic training in the main menu and try it out. Oh wait, actually no. Go map exploring, because the recon tanks are not in basic training, but still, point still remains. If you don't know how to go map exploring, it's in the same area, but instead of basic training, it's you choose the map you want to go explore. Alright, we're coming up to the 30-minute mark, ladies and gentlemen. 30 minutes left in the match in general. 28 minutes till GG. As a reminder, you need 2 minutes to capture an objective. So if you're not actively capturing the final objective when that 2-minute mark hits, that is it. There is no overtime in Warfare game mode, so I believe this is just corpse cleanup. Yep, hybrid theory is not in that tank. I don't know what's happening, but he must be having a really bad internet connection. Here comes first CAV marching back to the battle. That's good footage. Interesting decision for a double pairing here. Can't park there. These End Company tanks need to push in from the south and go north. This is gonna be... Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't clear out that tank either, to be honest. Wow, they're literally inches from each other. I'm taking the screenshot. And I don't think they know. That's the funniest part. I mean, they might know because they hear the engine. But the way the gunner is scanning... that is just... you got... you guys want touch tips? Hilarious. P-strike attempt. Oh my god, watch this actually take out the medium. Oh, he does take out the enemy medium. Oh, how did that happen? I've seen P-strikes land closer and not take out the medium. That is crazy work. But bingo! Both sides with at least one P-strike kill. These guys would have a front shot very soon. Well, End Company tank backs up. I think they know the danger that's in front of them. P-strike attempt going in. P-strike attempt Misses. It does damage, though. Oh, first company's getting pincered right now. Oh, brutal results for first CAV right there. The question is that tank gonna know to turn around? It's 1v2, or no, it's 2v2 right now. Oh no, a ricochet. Oh, so unfortunate for them. Oh, a non-pen! Are they gonna get another shot off? They do! Oh, the game gods take back that luck from End Company as that last tank finishes the job, though. What an exciting matchup it's been. Why is my HUD thing on? No, HUD display mode's always on. Why is it not on? Hold on 1 second. Oh, I think I know what it is. Might be. I forgot to turn the HUD back on. There we go. Now we can see who's in whose tank again. First CAV tank takes a hit. Might be an example of the recon. Never mind. It's just gonna non-pen, and that's not gonna. And that's gonna non-pen. That will. The recon tank dies, and then the first CAV tank dies. Interesting sequence of events there. 20 minutes left, 18, well, less than 20 minutes, 19 minutes left, technically. 19 minutes left in the match, and 17 minutes till GG. Oof. Rough for first Cav. Oh. Call that one the Riley read. So, seeing as the battlefield is shaping out right now, End Company is in a very good position. First Cav, I would have your pushing tank right now wait until that next medium tank is stood up. It's looking like they are initially wanting to do a wide flank to the south, which is not a bad tactic. If you get a team that dugs in with a midpoint of St. Mir Glees, if you got a team that wants to dig in, it's good to flank. Keep your options open because most teams are gonna be generally looking for you to come from your HQ areas. Thank you for the redemption. Oh, that is unfortunate. Good driver response, though, for End Company. First Cav gets one back. Whom we're gonna sacrifice? Be careful. They're gonna take a hit and they're gonna want to get back. Hopefully the recon tank is not going to be... Smart decision by the gunner. Oof. Let them creep out just a little bit and then get that kill. Puma smartly backs away. Probably not the strongest of choices for coming in from the front door like that, but... believe that would be Sergeant Jet's crew that got that kill. And then there was one for End Company. Peekaboo. There you go. Oh, they think they're taking front end hits. How's it not engine? 4. Oh, so close. That's gonna set up that other PZ4 if they swing around. And it's not swinging in the right direction. First CAV, just, oh, the communication's just not there. I might be having an interesting situation develop. Is that PZ4 going to catch this medium Sherman in time? That's the question. It looks like it's in 3rd gear, so I want to say there's an opportunity, especially if he's coming in 4th. But I think this Sherman's going to be able to peel off in time. Oh no. There it is. Take that engine shot. There you go, Gunner. Good shots there. But truth be told, even if first CAV takes back St. Miraglise right now, I mean, I don't want to say it was a wrong choice to salvage the fuel. It was just not that moment. Both sides are going to be running out of time to stand up tanks. So you're going to want to make sure if you're going to put one full effort into it, you're going to want to make it count. Into the hidey hole they go. Probably a very uncomfortable distance between the two. Now, if I was that tank, I would try circling around. This is where map awareness is very key. Also, kind of the reason why you want to clean up the battlefield of corpses, in case you got to get the fuck out of Dodge, and if you can't, or you can't pursue. nosy? Pocket full of posies? Oh, that recon tank is without their spotter. And ashes, they all fall down. And so does that one. Definitely in ashes now. While I do believe End Company is technically taking home this victory, I mean, well fought from both sides, pretty much. I mean, it's been a very engaging, a very fun match to watch for the tanks. Plenty of action, not a lot of downtime between battles and engagements. So, I mean, I will say well done on that part. Definitely improvements can be... Well, fortunately, I can't see the comms for End Company, so I don't know how much that they were communicating. I would say first CAV definitely could work on the communication, because when it comes to DMT, I mean, granted, in Hell Let Loose in general, I mean, communication is important. A lot of people say it is key. However, when you get enough experience, I mean, I don't want to say communication becomes less vital, but when it comes to tank engagements, communication is vital. Like right now, we should be seeing an enemy tank ping come in on that End Company tank, so that this other tank could be pushing that right now. Instead, the other first CAV tank is fireballed.
Yago, I think I switched you to white chat. What game are you in?
Hold on.
Yeah, they didn't hear any of that. I'm sorry.
Happy I'm doing admin cam work for a DMT match.
Ah, okay.
There we go. Now we got Baker armor marking off the location of that End Company tank. I'm surprised we haven't seen it. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, I'm surprised we haven't seen a P-Strike come in. But like we said earlier, you need an angle. And unfortunately from this angle, that's going to see the... Well, I mean, the Stuka does come in from a pretty high angle, so maybe... No bingo there. Same mistake from earlier. Not angling those P strikes. If the match wasn't decided before, that definitely just, yeah. GG's. The fat lady can probably start singing now with an early pre-show warm-up. Oh no, just turret. Maybe you might be able to get him. Gonna get the no. Oh, no. Oh. 45 seconds. And here it comes. Point switches. First Cav got 15 seconds to change that over, but I doubt they're going to be able to. They only got not enough tanks, so it's going to be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and GG's. Good match today. The fat lady has now started her main song. Probably Teenage Dirtbag. Well played by everyone. I'm not sure if, well, nah, that Lux ain't. Unfortunately, the game devs have just really have not shown the Lux any love at all. You know, it's like the one thing I've always just kind of just wondered is just like, you know, okay, I get it. Lux is infantry, pretty much suppressing tank. Cool. So why does the Stuart have the ability to pen tanks and the Lux does not? So if that's the case, then buff the Puma a little bit and we'll be able to have something, you know, just a little bit of balance. It gives the Germans something in terms of the armor. Nothing. Neither dev side has really wanted to do anything for the German Lux. So we're gonna leave admin cam. We're gonna go over the scores real quick. We have Demon leading easy armor with a 533 high combat score. Fox with Stringfellow with a 507 combat score. Sergeant Jet under Baker with a 914 combat score, and Dog under TFT Auburn with a 92. We'll go over end companies momentarily. GG's. Alright, you got Sergeant Major Brooks under leading Fox with a 510. George with Captain Crawler with an 826. Baker under Second Lieutenant Smiles with a 158. And Howe under Captain Vaughn or Hybrid Theory with a 1196. They did do some good work. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching this tank match today between End Company and First Cav. GG's to both sides. I am LT Yakko, signing out.